Okay. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting in trouble were my middle name. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the left one don't get you, then the right one will. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. Well, it's green. It says it's working. And there's Showtime's whiz. Let me know it is. Hello, Monica Burns. How you doing, darling? One of our administrators over on John Bertavo Speaks Blue Dot Family. Thank you for being here, darling. Dorothy Tyndall, oddly wired. I'm glad you're here. Sharon Hookah. Hey, Jay. A huge anti-Trump advocate. Voting for Biden should be such an easy decision. It's not, though. Hold on, buddy. It's getting better all the time. Tin Kimman is here. Oh, Lordy, it just... Well, hello, Greg Talbert. Just flew by. And Johnny Fly's here. Big Johnson's here. Martha Smith. Teresa Diggum. Hal, baby. How are you doing? Woo, Gary Springs here from Canada. I got to slow down, baby. I just got home. It's been a long, fast and furious day. I hope you had a beautiful day. Sun is shining down here and it's hot as hell outside. Had to make several trips into town. Hey, John Diddy Bag. Hey, nice hat, right? Ain't that cool? Margaret Gackey from over in Australia sent me that. I kind of like it. I think I look pretty good in it. As good as a mud fence could look with a hat on. Hello, Bernadette Pre. How are you doing? Elenia George is here. Oh, Lordy. I hope all y'all are having a good time. I have had a full day. Haven't had much time to sit in front of the news today and all that kind of shit. A lot of personal stuff going on. A lot of family stuff going on. So after a while, it wears on you. And today's one of those days where it just wore on me a little bit. And so I have been thoroughly warned. How you like that, Irene? Pretty good shirt. Our family has great taste. Clyde is here. So we know it is indeed Wednesday, baby. It is hump day. And I'm just hoping we get through the rest of this week because none of it looks good. Donnie is now trying to make a backpedal, trying to make himself sound like, I don't know. He come out there on his damn press conference I heard on the radio. No, again, all by himself. I heard him make the comment that the Dr. Burks is in the hallway and nobody else needs to be out there because they tell him and he comes out and tells us, are you shitting me, you lying sack of crap? Google how many lies you've told, Donnie, and let's figure out if any one of us out here should trust that shit-ass thing that comes out of your mouth. But anyway, he came out there and did his little thing today. Hello, Jerry Hurley, George Murray, Travis always tells, hey, Keith Thompson. Woo, he says, well, why don't you just slow down, Dad, and just talk to the chat? Well, sometimes that's a good idea, baby. But I do have a few opinions today, though. One, the Fuhrer, that's where he gets his shit out of Mein Kampf anyway, is threatening to put a surge of federal officers in Chicago. That's right, to drive down the violence. That's what we're going to do. We're going to send federal agents all over the country to every Democratic city in the country to drive down the vote. I mean violence. This is going to get real serious pretty soon. His desire to create chaos and violence in the streets helps his campaign, he thinks. So sending in federal officers into cities is going to do nothing but incite more reaction from the people. That's what we're out in the street to protest the shit that's happening already. And by putting more police out there, more federal agents out in the street, you're just going to antagonize people to speak their mind even more. Anyway. And I also paid attention to a little story I found out, everybody found out, about Robert Woody Johnson, Robert Woody Johnson. Evidently, he's the owner of the New York Jets, or co-owner of the New York Jets. Pretty, got lots of dinero, baby, lots of mucho dinero. He is heir of the Johnson and Johnson brand of medical products and stuff, and he is the ambassador to the United Kingdom. And we might add that is the most prestigious position in ambassadors in the world, in the United States. I mean, this is the top slot, baby. And you just have to ask yourself, how much old Woody Johnson, how much did you pay for that slot, baby? Because we know it's all for sale. Everything's for sale. And he was over there doing his bang-up business, I guess, to try to convince the United Kingdom to hold their British Open golf tournament at Turnberry. You know, one of Trump properties over Scotland. Yeah, let's direct the funds over there. Let's make another robbery in front of everybody. And the word is, it was reported that it was at the request of Donnie himself. Now, today at the press conference, he was asked about that shit, and Donnie says, I don't know him, never heard of the guy, all that kind of shit. Now, he knows who he is, but he said, no, I never said anything to him about that. It's just another freaking lie. It's the same lie that comes out of his mouth every time he gets caught with shit. But it just speaks to the character of the people that he put in there. Now, you think this guy's rich, man. He owns a ball team. No. He's also being accused of being a sexist, racist asshole to boot. Go figure. Somebody Donnie knows might be a racist or a sexist asshole. Go figure. What are the odds? I'll tell you the odds are 100%. That's what they are. But that's what he's been doing. He's oh yeah, I don't want to forget this shit. Jesus, sometimes this is why we need the he needed slapping law. We need the he needed slapping law because Woody Johnson here, somebody should have slapped his ass the minute he asked the question of why we need a Black History Month. Why do we need a Black History Month? Those are the words of a true white supremacist asshole, racist, bigot, asshole. Why do we need it? Nothing could speak louder to that question than the recent history that we have all discovered. That there is much more of a history here that we don't know. So should there be a Black History Month? You bet your ass, you ignorant jackass. But that's who we have. These are the grandest. These are the people that are supposed to represent us over there. No shit. Who's that guy that was ambassador to the EU? I can't remember his name. All caught up in the impeachment when he was talking about, yes, it was a quid pro quo. What happened to that guy? I bet he got fired. I haven't checked up on him lately. Anyway, it just strikes to the heart of what this country has now been projected as to the world. We are an arrogant nation full of racist, sexist little assholes that want to comment on a woman's dress or something like that, or want to make a deal behind the scenes here to make a little money for the boss. Maybe I'll get a promotion. What do you want from this shit, Woody? You know, you already own the Jets. You got billions, I would assume. You're an ambassador to the United Kingdom. And you want to walk around and be a jackass. Well, thanks a lot for the projection that you put out there for the world, for us, the world to see. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, well, the big story that I really enjoyed today, and I'm looking forward to next week when I get to see the rest of the story, and that was the little clip of President Obama and Vice President Biden speaking in the same room. And this is I don't know if you're going to call it an ad campaign or what it is. It's going to be a little something that is going to be put out. And they have indeed put a little trailer out there, a little teaser. And Biden, oh man, I love this shit. Biden is asking President Obama, can you imagine us sitting up there in front of the American people saying the words, I do not take responsibility for anything, literally saying that out of your mouth? I'm paraphrasing what Joe said. And President Obama said those words didn't come out of our mouth when we were in office, Joe. And he's right, baby. They didn't. Because Obama wasn't afraid to take responsibility, and neither was Joe Biden. And Obama goes on to talk about why he picked Joe for vice president, because of the compassion and the empathy that that man feels for all of our citizens out here, for all of us. A man that has lost family, a man that has lost his wife, lost his son, knows the pain of those situations and can relate to citizens out there that are going through the same thing. While we have an arrogant asshole who is just so narcissistic that if it doesn't involve him, then he doesn't give a shit about it. And it shows such a contrast, and I'm so proud to see Obama come out and speak like that about Biden, because we need to be encouraged about Biden. I'm looking forward to the next several years of the fight that we are going to have to go through to clean up the shit stain that the Republicans left again. You know, that's what's so frustrating is when you dig through this shit, and you keep remembering your own history and what we've been through as a country, and you keep remembering these Republicans coming in and just kicking everything over, stealing the bank blind, just ruining everything, and then walking out the door whistling, and then Democrats having to come up and try to solve the nation's problems, put people back to work, take care of their health care. Let's act as a country. And then a Republican comes in, I don't know, let's start a freaking war over in Iraq or some shit. Let's run the card up all the way and walk out the door. And then the Democrat comes in and has to save it again. Well, guess what? Now we have another Republican. This one's worse, though. This one has taken the Republican Party into a sewer of just disgusting. Who's that yo-ho shit? That guy from Florida that called AOC a name. He had to get on the floor today and say the words that he didn't direct the comment at Ocasio-Cortez. Carefully worded statement. I didn't direct it at her. I'm not saying I didn't say that. I just saying I didn't direct it at her. You're a lying piece of shit trying to dig your way out of it. You're no better than Woody Johnson. You're probably walking around pinch some girl in the butt or something. I don't know. It's what you project. It's your character. And the Republican Party has no character left. There's no honesty left in the party. There's no integrity left. There's nothing. It's an empty shell that says, I'm an elephant. Can you pick me out on a chart? Because that's all it is. It's a pile of elephant dung that now they've shaped into an elephant and saying, please don't mind the smell. Just pick us because, we hate all them other people too. And it does. It seems to be, it gets hard for all of us that can remember. 8645 11320, baby. That's right, Karen Cormier. That's the day that we have to fix this shit. What else I got there? I just jotted down a few notes asked by Donnie. Oh, about the British tournament. Got Woody Johnson being a dick stain. Got federal officers going to Chicago and other Democratic cities because, the Democrats are just so stupid that all our cities are just burning to the ground, and Donnie's going to have to come in and rescue. Are you shitting me? Shades of 1938-39 Germany, baby. That's what this is. Send the brown shirts in, except the sad fact is the Department of Justice under William Barr and this traitorous president is using federal officers. He is putting federal officers in position. Now, I don't know if these guys are out there volunteering or anything. There's going to be a certain percentage of them that would. But it's an embarrassment to our country that he would treat the citizens of this country the way he wants to. And have no doubt about that. All right, let me catch this right here. I got John Diddy Bag donated $10 to Super Chat. Thank you, sir. And said, Donald's, no. Excuse me there. Connell, new stuff equals bullshit. Connell's. Yeah. Connell's new stuff equals bullshit version 2. Yeah, John Diddy that's all it is. He's trying to turn it now to like he's been behind Matt. He's got a national mask policy coming out next week. Good week. Got a whole week to work on that speech, Donnie. Gary Gary Spring donated 20 beaver bucks through Super Chat. Gary, thank you very much. And Don Petty donated $5 through Super Chat and said, we've got to get this dictator out, and we can't wait until January. I'm right there with you, Don. Thank you very much. I'm right there with you. January seems like a lifetime away right now with this man in our house. We don't know day to day what kind of bullshit he's going to come. We can't believe a stinking thing that comes out of his mouth. I don't care if he stands up there and juggles. Anyway. Hi, Joey Peters. Yeah, it's a shit show going on, and it has been ever since. GOP, I'm looking over here, the Senate GOP balks at Trump's call to withhold federal dollars from closed schools. He's out there on the stage today talking about 100% open. That's it. Just send the kids to school. They don't get it as bad, and if they do, it's just the sniffles. It goes away in a day. It's the same old song and dance that this is nothing. Really? That's like going out in the street and trying to say, okay, point to the kids that you think are acceptable deaths in your mathematical calculation there. Point to which ones you think are acceptable to die, because that's what they're doing with this shit. He's out there squatting about kids not getting it and not transmitting it. Are you shitting me? They sure seem to pass around the common cold every time they get it. Everybody in the house gets a shit. Travis gets one, I get it, Mama gets it, everybody gets it. That's the way that shit works. But you can't convince Donnie dumbass of any of that. No. Kids don't get it, and they're not going to suffer. It's just the sniffles. And what about the teachers and the janitors and the cafeteria workers and everybody else that has to work in a school to make it run? Don't worry about it. They'll be fine. Some of them are writing wills, I hear. One lady said that a teacher wrote that she doesn't want to go back to school right now, and they shouldn't ask her to. And that's the key right there. If we can't listen to, if we can't have Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx or any other doctor come out there with his ass and speak English to everybody and how things are going, then how can any of us trust this man? And how can any of us believe the news that's going on, the numbers that come out of that White House? I know here in Texas, it's getting bad, baby. Down in the valley, it is really bad. But it's bad here in my county. I had to go to town twice today. Twice. Shit, I just didn't want to do it. I worry because the case count in my county is going up. I don't want to bring anything into this house. I damn sure don't want to bring it to my wife at this point. And there are people out there every freaking day having to make that same decision. You got to go to town for something. Something happened. Something came up. Something you got to deal with. We did curbside. So all I had to do at the store was drive up. They threw it in the back seat. Good to go. And that's good. But there's other things that you have to deal with in life, and you have to face them and all that shit, and it makes you nervous. And there's a whole lot of people and a lot of family out there that are in the same situation. So do the best you can, baby. Wash your hands. Travis reminds me all the time. Use your mask. Try to socially distance from people, and take care of yourselves, because we worry about our family, this family that's been built. It took red states catching on to change his mind. You're right, Bernadette. Yeah, Texas started saying, we're going to have to slow down here, and Donnie's getting this from other governors, except Ron DeSantos and who's that, Brian Kemp, I think, over in Georgia. These are guys that are just so far up Donnie's ass. They're permanently locked in there like a hemorrhoid. They're not coming out. So we can just continue seeing bullshit. Biden calls Trump the first racist to win the presidency. Well, it's the first known publicly racist that's ever been there that we know of. I'm sure we've had a few in our history. Not a question there. But openly racist as this guy is, yeah. And I'm glad that Biden said that in that little. I'm looking forward to the whole new ad or whatever it is that's coming out, but it's supposed to come out next week. Anyway, again, I apologize for not being on top of my game today and being all up in the news and just having a chance to glance at it. Oh, shit! Watch it, Clyde! That was an accident, but it almost hurt Clyde. Don't do that. Anyway, look, I got to catch up again here. Michelle donated $5 and says, "Welcome home, you the man." Nah. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. And Gary Spring donated $5, 5 more beaver bucks. Gary, thank you very much. We appreciate it tremendously. I better let y'all go. I love this family. Squirrel. That's right. Yep, that's what it is. Let me see. There are more of us than them. You're right, Paula. That's what we have to keep our eye on, because this is going to turn into a shit show. We're going to see these maggots come out of the woodwork to support his ass, because he's going to try to motivate them. We do have to remember that we outnumber them by far, and our numbers grow every day, because every day there's some Republican just shaking his head going, "I'm done with this shit." And we don't blame them one bit at all. We just wonder why it took you so long to realize it. Anyway, I don't know what the rest of my day involves. I know it's not Friday, Cavendish, but I am going to try to go back and relax. Lisa Brockington, thank you very much. I'm not the man, I'm just a man, and we are all in this together. It's a standard little cliche, but it can't mean more. There's a lot of little cliches that hold truth to it. We all got our little boat out in this storm, and we're just trying to tie up to each other so we can weather it out. And yep, like Gary Spring says, fuck Trump. And that's the main theories of this show. Anyway, Michelle Graham, thank you for your. They made it mandatory. My county just made mask mandatory. Major opposition. There will be opposition to it, but that's why Donnie's trying to, I guess, backpedal. It's a Are you shitting me? There's things he says that really pissed me off the other day when he's doing his little picture in the mask shit. There's nobody more patriotic than me. Really, asshole? Why don't you walk over to Arlington? You've been over there before, Donnie. You remember where you go over there and you lay some flowers, and shit like to look around, asshole. There's a lot of them around this country. And there we're a whole lot more patriotic than that little stinking maggot draft-dodging coward ever had. I don't care how many flags he humps. Anyway, Gene Shankly says fuck Trump, so it seems to be a common consensus. So y'all don't remember, that's our mantra, to get rid of him. Fuck Trump. Get his ass out of here with all the maggots that go with him. I love y'all, and we will be here tomorrow night for another Blue Dot family meeting. Thank y'all so much for donating. It goes a long way. We appreciate it tremendously. Helps pay the bills, baby, and everybody's got them to pay. But tomorrow's another day. Thank you, Micah Cruz. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, April Strider just jumped in there and said donated $2 and Shiba dog with a big. Oh, it's one of them things. It's a Shiba dog with a big smile on his face, tilting his head. There you go, April. Thank you very much, baby. We appreciate it. I better let y'all go. I love this family so much. Y'all, oh yeah, like, share, subscribe. If you ain't done that already, do that over there on our plate. We're cooking over there. We're starting to make some numbers over there. So the more we get, the better we like it. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bye.